Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into the podcast series Fortnite Talks with KDB. I'm KDB, and in this podcast series we'll be discussing everything you need to know about Fortnite, so keep on listening. Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into the first episode of the podcast series Fortnite Talks. I'm Katie, and today we're going to be discussing the beginning of the Fortnite Season 8 and the major additions and changes that have occurred so far. So let's just jump right into this episode by talking about the major map changes. Map changes are by far one of the biggest things that Fortnite players look forward to as the seasons change. Last season, players were introduced to the Iceberg, which brought 3 new major areas to the map. Frosty Flights, Polar Peaks, and my absolute personal favorite, Happy Hamlet, have proven to be great additions to the map. However, as we all know, the Fortnite map typically reflects the seasons in which we are experiencing here in the real world. I was under the impression that this area of the map would leave the season or at least lose its snow-covered land, but that was not the case. Who would have thought? Because the iceberg was added during the winter time. Winter time is now coming to a close. It's going to be spring soon. So I really did believe that this was going to happen. I was almost positive. However, since the iceberg did stay on the maps, we had to lose something, and we lost Lazy Links. The golf course is one of my go-to areas on the map, and I'm so sad to see it go. Instead, it has been replaced with Lazy Lagoon, and while they share a similar name, it's a completely different environment. Lazy Links, the golf course / country club area, is now Lazy Lagoon, which features an island-like atmosphere with a really cool pirate ship. So far, this has been a fun area to play in, and I'm glad to explore it some more as the season progresses. Right beside Lazy Lagoon, we have a new and improved Risky Reels, which has little to no resemblance to its old appearance. Again, they kind of share the same name. Well, they do share the same name, but nothing else. I've not had much of a chance to explore this region, but I did catch a glimpse at the ancient temple-inspired architecture that is featured here. Next, there was the highly anticipated volcano that many players were expecting this season. It's really hard to miss, and it's been a fun feature because it helps relaunch players back into the air. This has been super helpful for me personally, considering that a lot of these new map additions are located on the outer area of the map, so when necessary, specifically talking about when the storm closes, this volcano helps me launch back into the air and kind of glide myself closer into the circle. And then last but not least, there was Sunny Steps, which lies near the eradicated Wailing Woods. I'm happy to see Wailing go, considering it has not seen much of a change over the course of time. Sunny Steps is another area I haven't been able to explore too much, but again, I'm just happy to see Wailing go, so I'm not too concerned about what's replacing it. I'm just glad to see it leave. Those were some of the major map changes we've seen in Season 8 so far, and I'm looking forward to going into greater detail about each location in later episode of Fortnite Talks. So I just want to thank you all for listening, and to remember to check us out for more to come, especially if you want to hear about these topics in greater detail. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon.